Dydd da, which is Cornish and Welsh. You'll see why I started with that one in a moment. I just wanted to add another video today. Some people have given me some nice feedback about the videos I've done already, about some little intricacies of learning Cymraeg and some little things that I found along the way that really pushed my Cymraeg along and brought me to fluency. Today, well, actually, this whole week is part of Kews Kerneweek, SEYTHUN Kews Kerneweek, so Speak Cornish Week, where lots of people in Cornwall try and encourage one another to siarad Kerniweg, to speak a bit of Cornish. So like I say, my main aim with these videos is to give you a few little tips on how to learn Cymraeg, how to learn any language really, and some of the things that worked for me or that I found later in life that have helped me learn stuff. And so what I've done, I've tried to mix the two today. Now, I can't really show you how I used to learn Welsh words because I like to think that I know them by now and I get the chance to use them, so they're stuck up here. However, I am still in the process of learning Cornish. And so I thought what I'd do is try and mix the two things today and try and celebrate Speak Cornish Week and mix it in with a bit of Dyski Cymraeg if we can. So what I did yesterday was I asked my wife, I presented her with a Cornish dictionary, and I asked her to pick out 25 verbs. Now, I know a few verbs in Cornish and things like that, so I told her, don't worry if you think I might know them already. Try and pick quite common ones. So the reason I asked her to do it was because if I picked them out, they'd probably end up sticking in my brain. I really love languages and it tends to happen. So I just asked her to pick out 25 random ones, and right until this moment right now, I still haven't seen them. And to prove that, she sent me the file she did. I've actually opened it, but I'm not going to look. I'm going to turn on my super old laser printer. I can partially see them there. I don't want to do that. Don't want to see them. I'm just going to make it a bit bigger without looking at the words. Don't want to see them, don't want to see them, don't want to see them. And I am going to argraffu, print, while that loads up. Page 1, print. Now this is probably going to take me a while. However, the main aim, what I'm trying to do today, is I've asked her to list Cornish and English 25 verbs, all in a big line form. Oh, here it comes. And what I'd like to do today, there they are. What I'd like to do today is show you how I learn verbs. So I'm going to need another piece of paper for this. Let's use the back of this thing. Hopefully there's no intricate documentation there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up all my verbs. I've got a big list of 25 here. Now, like I say, I may know a couple, but that's just the way it is. I'm not going to learn them all here, but I found this to be a really, really cool way of remembering, retaining words. And it's something you can always go back to as well. I'm going to close that off my screen. I don't want to see that now. Okay. So I'm going to reveal the first Cornish word. I'm going to hide the English as well. Of course, she started with a really difficult one. And I'm going to say it out. I'm going to do it in Cornish to English. I'm going to say it out and I'm going to try and guess what the English word is. If I don't know or I'm wrong, I'm going to go back to the start. Okay, so it's better if I show you an example. So we've got anom ddisgwyddus. Nice one to start with. Anom ddisgwyddus. Well, I did cheat slightly and I saw that disappear was the first one on her list. So anom ddisgwyddus is to disappear. Next one she's got is chwerthin. Now my Welsh helps on this one because chwerthin means to laugh. And I'll pull that down and I can see that it is indeed to laugh. It'd be better if I could show you this, but tough. Next one is gwaia. I have no idea. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at to move. Absolutely nothing like symud in Welsh. Gwaia, to move. Okay. Now I got one wrong. I didn't know one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the top and cover up disappear there. Anom ddisgwyddus. Well, it's disappear. Chwerthin, to laugh. Gwaia was to move. Lama I'm going to guess it to jump from Sammy in Welsh. It is to jump. So I continue. Paintia, presuming that's to paint. Correct. Keggy. Something to do with the mouth, perhaps. To cook. Coginio, to cook. So keggy, I didn't get that one. So, anom ddisgwyddus, to disappear. Chwerthin, to laugh. Gwaia, oh, I've forgotten it, to move. Lama was to jump. Paintia, paint. Keggy was to cook. Mirrors, I think it's either to see or to watch. I'm going to say watch. Watch, correct. Gwisgas, well that's like gwisgo in Welsh, so that's to wear. Fiddia, fiddia. No idea. To trust. Oh, ffydd in Welsh, faith. Fiddia, to trust, what a lovely word. Fiddia, to trust, okay. Anom ddisgwyddus, to disappear. Chwerthin, to laugh. Gwaia, to move. Lama was to jump. Paintia, paint. Keggy, cook. Mirrors, watch. Gwisgas was to wear. Fiddia, like ffydd in Welsh, faith, so to trust. Asaya, I've actually been using Clothesmaster for Welsh recently, and Asaya comes up a lot, that's to try. Fetha, it's to do with methu in Welsh, to fail. Fetha, to defeat. Oh, difetha in Welsh. Well, I got it wrong. So back I go. Anom ddisgwyddus, to disappear. Chwerthin, to laugh. I'm going to keep going on this one. You're welcome to finish the video quite, there if you so wish. But it really does help it stick in your mind. I wouldn't be surprised if you were learning these now. It's something you can do on your own, and it really, really does work. And hopefully, if you do watch the end of this video, I'm going to get to the end, and I'll give you some tips on what I do after that as well. I tend to go backwards and mix them up, get other people to test me if I can. But like I say, if you're on your own, you can do it like this. So chwerthin, to laugh. Gwaia, to move. Lama was to jump. Of course, you could cheat yourself if you want, but again, you're cheating yourself, so I wouldn't recommend it. If you're one of these people, I know I get like this sometimes, but if you want to look at a word and go, oh, I knew that, and then move on, then that's fine. That's the way you want to play the game. That's okay. But honestly, be tough on yourself. Paintia, to paint. Keggy was to cook. Mirrors, to watch. Gwisgas, to wear. Fiddia, trust. Asaya, to try. Fetha was to defeat. Cara, I'm presuming that's carry in Welsh, to love. Love like. I'm going to let myself off. Gosloes, is that to hear or listen? To hear. Oh, listen! Definitely let myself off on that one. Gava. No idea. Forgive. I'm trying to think what the Welsh word is now. Clearly I'm not fluent in Welsh. Anom ddisgwyddus, to disappear. Chwerthin, to laugh. Gwaia, to move. Lama, jump. Paintia, paint. Keggy was to cook. Mirrors, watch. Gwisgas, to wear. Fiddia, to trust. Asaya, try. Fetha was to defeat. Cara was like, or love. Gosloes was listen, was it here? Pretty sure that's Cloes. Listen. Gava was to forgive. Kavos is like to find or to discover or to get, I suppose. Find. Colewol. Not sure if that's a typo or Colewol. Wool is to do. To complete. Oh, col like cwbl in Welsh. To cut, to completely do. Back to the top. Anom ddisgwyddus, disappear. Chwerthin, laugh. Gwaia, to move. Lama, jump. Paintia, paint. Keggy, cook. Mirrors, to watch. Gwisgas, to wear. Fiddia, trust. Asaya try, Fetha to defeat, Cara like or love, Gosloes listen, Gava forgive, Kavos to find, Colwool, I'm going to have to Google this one later, was to complete, Croddvolas, I haven't got a clue. Croddvolas, to complain. Getting bored yet? Anom ddisgweddus, to disappear. Chwerthin, laugh. Gwaia was to move. Lama, jump. Paintia, to paint. Kegi, cook. Mires, watch. Gwisgas, to wear. Fidya, to trust. Asaya, try. Fetha, defeat. Cara, like. Gosloes, listen. Gava, forgive. Kavos, to find. Colwool was to complete. Croddvolas, I'm doing so well, don't forget now. Complain, yep. Anella, well, Anelli is to aim at in Welsh, but I think I've seen this one before. I think it's like anadlu in Welsh, to breathe, but it might be aim. I'm going breathe. And there's my Anella there. It was indeed to breathe. Accordia, like an accord, come to get, agree, I'm having that. Kefrenna, rhannu is to split in Welsh, I think that's to split, to share. Share, I'm having that. Tenna, tunny is to pull in Welsh. Tenna, to shoot. Tenna. Anom ddisgweddus, disappear. Chwerthin, laugh. Gwaia was to move. Lama, jump. Paintia, paint. Kegi, cook. Mires, to watch. Gwisgas, to wear. Fidya, trust. Asaya, try. Fetha, defeat. Cara, like or love. Gosloes, listen. Kavos, find. Colwool, I'm loving this word, to complete. Croddvolas, complain. Anella was to breathe. Accordia, an accord, to agree. Yep. Kefrenna, share. Tenna, it wasn't pull, it wasn't tunny. Shoot. Leverel, like llafar in Welsh, but I knew this one anyway, was to tell. And gortos, I know this one as well, to wait. And the last one, Nija. I know this one. I'm sure it's to fly. And it is. So I'm having a little bit of a chuffy now that I've managed to do 25, I'm hoping that's 25. 25 Bervow Kernuek, Bervow Kernuek, so Cornish verbs there. Obviously Welsh helped me a lot there. A lot of people don't get that sort of that help really, I suppose, especially when you learn a language from scratch. So I did have a massive head start there, but I just wanted to show you a little way of learning languages. I know it's been quite long-winded for you, but I just wanted you to see how difficult it can be, how frustrating it can be, especially if you're a teacher as well. It's important to understand that this is the kind of thing that your students and your tutees and things are going through. I like to learn languages. I'm a Welsh teacher, so I like to learn languages as well, just to kind of put myself in their shoes sometimes. And it really does help. So it's not easy. What I'm probably going to go and do now is start from the bottom. I'm not going to do this for you now, but I'd say gortos, and I go wait. Leverel, to tell. Tenor was to shoot, and it just gets easier and easier every time. And then get people to test each other, be a teacher and a student. If there's two of you, swap it over, and you'll be amazed at how much you take in as the teacher actually by seeing them. And honestly, half an hour work, and you can shove a load in your mind. My next job, after I've had a few more practices of this, I'll go and make some questions and sentences with it, things like that. Atheso VO, things like Dween, I am doing something, and I'll make some sentences with these and just mess about with them, really. I'll go and tweet them. If I get it wrong, I'll get shouted at by Cornish speakers, but that's okay, that's what I want. So just use them, really go out there and do your best. And enjoy SEYTHUN KEWSEL KERNEWEK. Enjoy Speak Cornish Week, have an awesome time. I've already seen some fantastic stuff going on online. It's a shame people can't get together at the moment, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on there, and check it out if you've never learnt any Cornish before. But try it out. Get somebody to print out 25 verbs, adjectives, nouns, who cares, whatever, and list them and test yourself. It really is a fantastic fantastic resource that you can just do yourself. So there they are, all down the page, and essentially what I did was I just covered them up as I went along, and just pulled them aside when I got them right, really. So that's what I did. Really cool. Dydd da, Miraz, diolch yn fawr, enjoy.